Battleborn, the highly anticipated first-person shooter from the creators of Borderlands, has finally dropped. For those of you who don't know, Battleborn is about a band of badass heroes, their words, not mine, who are fighting to protect the universe's very last star from a mysterious evil. The game gives you a diverse set of characters to embark on your journey in either story mode or multiplayer. Seeing as this game did only come out today, I do have a fair amount of characters still to unlock and plenty of story to get through, but these are my impressions so far. Gearbox successfully brought the humor and charm of Borderlands to this game. Each character has a unique personality with plenty of great one-liners. Even Nova, the non-playable AI, has spunk.
So make good decisions, okay, champ? Sorry, that was condescending. You're gonna do great.
If you liked the comedic value of Borderlands, you'll enjoy Battleborn just as much. Secondly, the MOBA and FPS blend works for multiplayer. Battleborn does a great job of blending standard FPS gameplay with aspects of MOBAs to create a new and compelling way to enjoy the first-person genre. With a field of 25 different characters, there's likely a character for everyone's playstyles. Standard FPS characters, healers, melee heavy, ranged, magic, you name it, they've got it. As someone who isn't traditionally very good at FPS games, I found success with characters that rely on AoE spells or less precise hits, for instance. I also found that the different modes helped open the game to players that might not be great at Call of Duty or Battlefield, for example. By blending the FPS genre with MOBAs, the game offers players more to do than just seek out kills. They can farm shards, build buildables, escort minions, or destroy enemy minions, just to name a few. Instead of Team Deathmatch, there are 3 different objective modes in multiplayer: Capture, Incursion, and Meltdown. Capture is pretty self-explanatory and similar to other shooters that have included a mode like this. Teams fight for control over 3 zones and earn points when they control it. It sort of reminds me of capturing command posts in Battlefront 2. Incursion is a little trickier and in my opinion takes the most skill and coordination among team members. I also feel like it's probably the most MOBA-based of all the different game modes. The objective is to escort minions to your enemy's sentry units and destroy them once the minions have taken down the sentry's shields. More often than not, in the matches I've played, the game clock runs out before the team has actually achieved victory. This mode feels the most scattered to me, and as I mentioned, is harder to organize without a dedicated group. As such, this is probably my least favorite of the multiplayer modes. The last multiplayer mode is Meltdown, and it's my personal favorite. The objective of Meltdown is to escort your minions to their death, essentially. Points are awarded for every minion that throws themselves into the incinerator. I like Meltdown because it takes a little more coordination and skill than Capture, but it offers more success to the less organized team than Incursion. Each mode only has 2 maps, which is one of the concerns I have for this game. While you do have 25 characters to play through and ultimately 6 maps, if you absolutely hate one of those modes, the game could become stale sooner than you'd like. And you're probably not going to like playing every single character either. Because each of the maps are voted on by the entire party, you might also end up outvoted and find yourself playing a map you've grown to dislike. That being said, Gearbox has said they have plans to add more modes and maps coming post-launch, and they'll be free, but I wouldn't hold my breath, it could take a while. For those of you who are not into multiplayer, Battleborn also offers an 8-episode story mode. If you're looking for the flexibility and freedom of Borderlands, however, this game is going to disappoint you. It's extremely linear and not open world. Each level also has a cap on lives, and if you run out of lives, you die and start over. While yes, technically it's a story mode, I didn't find much story in the episodes I've played through so far. They're entertaining, but the dialogue is better at cracking one-liners than it is at telling you what's actually going on.
It's an Eldred bio-gauntlet, Cleese.
You say tomato, I say horrific disfigurement. Go on, give it a try.
A lot of the dialogue also comes while you're being pummeled by annoying little minions, so at least for me, it's hard to focus on what the game is saying because I'm too busy trying not to get killed. If you're into games for their stories, I think you'll be entertained while playing this one, but it might not last for very long. Each episode lasts 30 to 60 minutes depending on your playstyle, so the entire story mode will only take 4 to 8 hours to complete. Although technically you could play through the story mode with each of the 25 characters, I don't know how much replay value there is in that. The dialogue and the fights won't change, and as I've said previously, there are probably characters you're not going to want to play. I've played episode 1 3 times now, and by the second time through it, I was pretty sick of it. The story mode does offer ways to unlock characters if you're finding it hard to unlock them in multiplayer, which is a nice perk. It can also be played couch co-op or online with up to 5 friends. So here are my final thoughts so far. If you liked Borderlands, enjoy a mix of story and multiplayer, are a fan of MOBAs or first-person shooters, you will likely enjoy Battleborn. If you're really just into the story when playing games, I'd wait till Battleborn drops in price or try and get it on sale. Now, as a caveat to that point, I'm usually in this category. I love the story mode in games, and I generally dislike and really suck at the multiplayer. However, I've loved the multiplayer in Battleborn so far, so just keep that in mind and maybe see if you can try a friend's copy before spending the $60. I do worry a little that the game's modes will get stale, but I did play the beta almost every day that it was available, and I've played this game since launch last night, and I'm definitely not bored yet. Beyond characters, there are skins, taunt poses, helix powers, and a ton of other unlockables in this game, which offers another dimension of things to do. Finally, it's couch co-op, and there are not enough decent couch co-op games in our current console generation. Co-op is available for both the multiplayer and the story modes, so this is a good game to have in your library for the co-op alone. So personally, I'm enjoying Battleborn. It's giving me a type of gameplay that's different and unique, it's a funny and enjoyable time, and I like that I can play it sitting at home with friends. Ultimately though, your decision will be based on your own preferences and play styles, so I recommend that you read some more reviews, watch some more gameplay videos to help make your decision. If you do decide to buy Battleborn, I will see you and your badass hero on the battlefield.